Welcome to History Explained, where we illuminate the past to better understand our present. I'm your guide for this weekly dose of 7 days under 7 minutes. Today is Sunday, June 15, 2025. As we do every Sunday, we explore innovations and inventions, those breakthroughs that shift the boundaries of possibility, transforming how we communicate, heal, build, and imagine. This week, from June 9th through June 15th, we saw cutting-edge advances in medicine, aerospace, energy, and AI safety, each echoing centuries of innovation. We begin with June 10th, when the European Space Agency and NASA jointly unveiled their Lunar Gateway Supply Module, set for launch later this year. The autonomous cargo system will use AI-assisted docking and solar-electric propulsion, a leap forward from Apollo-era logistics. While the Gateway is intended to support long-term lunar operations, its modular design also points toward deeper interplanetary ambitions. With echoes of Cold War space rivalries, this mission is less about flags and footprints and more about laying the foundation for humanity's off-world future. In Tel Aviv, biotech startup Nova Cell announced successful trials of a gene-edited therapy for cystic fibrosis using CRISPR 3.0, a refined system that targets multiple genes at once. Results published on June 12 showed dramatic improvements in respiratory function and reduced side effects in early-stage patients. Medical historians quickly compared this milestone to the advent of antibiotics or mRNA vaccines, moments when treatment caught up to genetic insight and redefined what medicine could achieve. On June 13, the Global Institute for AI Alignment held its first worldwide conference, bringing together researchers from OpenAI, DeepMind, and several national ethics boards to draft a common AI responsibility charter. Key points included bans on fully autonomous weapon systems and safeguards for bias transparency in financial and healthcare algorithms. While still voluntary, the charter represents the most serious cross-border attempt to rein in AI misuse since the 2023 generative AI boom. It may mark the start of what some are calling the Geneva Convention for Machine Intelligence. Meanwhile, in Nairobi, engineers launched a new open-source solar-powered irrigation system on June 11, designed to run on recycled materials and low-cost microcontrollers. Developed in collaboration with Kenyan and Indian researchers, the system is already being deployed in drought-prone regions of the Rift Valley and Maharashtra. The innovation blends ancient water management techniques with sustainable tech, a modern embodiment of localized, circular design thinking that stretches back to Roman aqueducts and Persian khanates. In South Korea, tech giant Nuri Soft unveiled a prototype for wireless brain-computer interfaces on June 9, building on breakthroughs in signal clarity and neural decoding. The system allows users to control external devices through thought alone, opening the door to next-generation accessibility and human-machine integration. With roots in cochlear implants and EEG research, this leap reminds us that the frontier of communication isn't always verbal, it can be biological. June 14 brought attention to green energy once again, as the International Renewable Energy Forum reported that 12 countries now produce over 20% of their electricity from wind power. Denmark, Portugal, and Uruguay topped the list, while new entrants like Vietnam and South Africa showed rapid expansion. With energy demand spiking during early summer heat waves across the Northern Hemisphere, the milestone is both symbolic and urgent, a sign that renewable infrastructure is scaling fast enough to matter. And finally, on June 15, a retrospective exhibit opened in London on the legacy of Ada Lovelace, widely regarded as the world's first computer programmer. The exhibit includes recreated punchcard algorithms, modern data visualizations, and interviews with women working in quantum computing. Celebrating her vision in 1843 for a thinking machine, the exhibit connects past to future, reminding us that even in a high-speed world, we still draw our direction from long-ago insights. From deep space logistics and gene therapies to ethical AI and sustainable engineering, this week proved that innovation is more than invention, it's intent. Every breakthrough carries not just technical possibility, but a question: what kind of world are we building? Thank you for joining us for this week's edition of Innovations and Inventions. If you found inspiration in these stories of change, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with someone who sees the future not as a destination, but as something we shape, one idea at a time. That wraps up this week's 7-episode journey through history. We'll see you next Sunday, where we begin again with this day in history. Until then, I'm your guide for History Explained, where understanding yesterday is the key to navigating tomorrow.